Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday. It's 7:15 right now. I just woke up. I'm gonna take y'all along with me. This is my morning routine pretty much every day. I wake up at like 7 a.m. Yeah, you guys, I finally got a mic for my camera, which means we are back in action. The problem with my camera, I thought it was like my actual camera, and like there was a problem when I was exporting the audio, but what I've realized is like the camera audio just sucks, so I need to buy a mic. So I have a mic now, and we're about to hop on this YouTube grind. You guys, we have a lot of life updates that I'll share when we get ready for church. It's also Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving. Probably a lot of y'all did not know that existed. It does. Woohoo! It's not like American Thanksgiving. We don't really care that much. It's a day to get off work. I don't know. I'm really tired. I just woke up. First off, start by making my bed. Bro, I got my lashes done. Like, I got a lift and a tint. You see how freaking long they are? You guys, I have so many life updates I can't wait to share. I feel like since the last time I was on YouTube, I literally went to Bali. I went to Milan. I'm moving to New York in a few weeks, and I'm so excited to bring you guys. I'm glad we got the camera figured out now because I'm sticking to it. Let's go make my bed. I haven't had my own apartment since college, and I'm so excited to like make my room my own because it is just not the vibe right now, but it is what it is. We work with what we have. Okay, that's done. Let's go make a coffee and read our devos. Okay, this is my morning lineup. I'm trying to focus on healing my gut health because I've been having issues with it for like a year and no one knows what's wrong with me, so I'm fixing myself. So in the morning, I'm starting off with bone broth. I just like steam this and add a little bit of salt, and I love it. It tastes so good. It just tastes like soup. And then I have lemon water. I'll drink these two kind of at the same time, and then I'll also have a shot of aloe juice. And then I'll take all of that before I eat or have any coffee. And then even when I do drink coffee, I try and have some protein before I have coffee. And yeah, that's kind of been like the morning lineup. And then I'm also eating like really, really clean foods. So I'm having pretty much like the Mediterranean diet, which is just like whole foods and nothing processed. So you pretty much just like make everything you're eating. So that's been the goal. I've been doing that for like maybe a week and a half. I am noticing that the pain is going down. The bloating and the swelling is the same, but the pain is definitely going down. So if you have issues with gut health, I'd recommend. Let's get to doing it. Okay, I just slicked my hair back. I need to hurry because we have to leave in like 20 minutes and I haven't eaten and I'm starving. I literally do this every single week. I don't know why I don't plan my outfit in the morning. It always ends up, I put on the first one and then I hate it. And then I try like 15 other ones and then I always just end up going with the first one. It happens every single time. And then I mess up my whole closet and it's like, what are we doing? So I just need to freaking get it together. Because half of my clothes, like, some of y'all know, like I was having a swelling issue essentially. Like, so I had like lymphedema. So my whole body was like swollen. It was lymphedema throughout my entire body. God healed that, but I'm still having like issues with my stomach. So even though like my lymphedema is better, because my stomach is still so inflamed, I'm still having like water retention. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but essentially like my colon is inflamed and my gut is inflamed. So if both of those things are inflamed, then you hold on to more water. It's literally just how it goes. So until I fix that, like my body won't return completely back to normal because I have so much inflammation. Let's talk about life updates. Okay, so I was gonna vlog my Bali trip and then I did actually vlog some of it, but the camera, because I didn't have my mic, the camera quality was just terrible. Like, anyways, that trip was great. That trip was very transformational. I was healed from my Lyme on that trip, praise God. I'll do a full story time on that at some point. And I made a bunch of friends. I went to Bali with like, I don't know how many, 18 girls, I think. And it was like a Christian women's retreat. It was great. It was really nice to meet a bunch of people who are like my age and just love God. So, and I like have been able to keep in contact with a lot of them. So it's been great. Like I feel like I have a whole other friend group. It's been great. So that was a great trip. And then when was that? That was in like May, that was in June. And then I think I came home like end of July. I don't really know. I think that was the timing. I've been all over the place. It's September right now. So that was that. And then I ended up going to Milan for fashion week. That was a different trip. That was like the first time. So it's like because of the swelling issue, I hadn't modeled. I had taken like almost a year off modeling, and I felt like God was calling me to Italy. And I was like, okay, I don't really know what's going on here. Like, I wasn't healed from my lymphedema. I'm still dealing with it. So I was like, okay, I don't really know why I feel the need, like God's gonna bring me here. I don't know. I just felt a really strong calling that I need to go. So I prayed on it for a while. I ended up being like, all right, God, I guess I'm gonna go because this is what you want me to do. And I went, and it was one of those trips where I thought God was gonna do something completely different than he did. And it caused a lot of disappointment within me because I had like this perceived expectation of what he was gonna do. And essentially like what I thought he was gonna do was completely heal me. I thought I was gonna be normal. Yeah, I didn't get there and I was healed. I got there and the Lord just went before me. Like I had the measurements, my measurements were completely off. They were completely different. So I was like tripping about that because that's a big part of modeling. And in Europe, like they're pretty strict on it, and it's just your job. Like the nature of your job is your image, your self-image. So yeah, anyways, I was like really stressed about that, especially going into like fashion week. And yeah, God did, I wasn't healed, but God went before me in every single aspect. I still ended up booking a job. My agents were like super nice about it, and I just saw like God's hand work in all of it. And it also just gave me a whole new perspective. I didn't end up walking in anything. Yeah, a new perspective on like the modeling industry and what I want to do in it. And I still believe that God is calling me into the modeling industry, but I had too much expectation on like doing runway, and I put like too much into it. And now I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I really don't care like if I do runway or I don't. Like it's really not even on my radar. If that's a door that God wants to open down the line, he will. But right now I just want to shoot, and like I still want to be a model, and I can even with this like swelling that I'm having, but I can't do runway with the swelling. And that was kind of like a hard realization for me to do. But God's like, you can still do this. Like it's just not going to be in the way you want it to go, and I'm going to go before you. So that was like a really big life lesson. And there was also a lot of other things. Like I got tested for like my swelling in my stomach and stuff, and that's what we found out that was even going on. Like I've been tested, this has been going on for a year, but no one has ever really been able to like figure anything out. And the farthest I had ever gotten with tests and like answers was in Italy, so that was a blessing. Like yeah, it just ended up being a trip that was completely different than I thought, but it was still a blessing, and God taught me a lot out of it. And he gave me like a whole new, I guess like revelation for the modeling industry, because I hadn't done it in so long. Like it's been a year since I've even stepped foot on a set or anything like that. And I wasn't really sure how I'd handle it because I was healed from like, I was dealing with a lot of things prior to taking that time off. Like I was really struggling with eating. I was struggling with body dysmorphia. I was struggling with all these things, and God like has been healing all those things in the last year. So I wasn't sure like how being back in that industry would go for me. But man, like I went in there and was just so happy. I was so fulfilled. I didn't have body dysmorphia. I wasn't struggling with food anymore. Like, I don't know. He really just, the work that God does cannot be undone. And he really took those like temptations and desires out of my heart, and they just did not come back. And the Lord's going to complete something. The Lord's going to put you through these trials and bring you up to completion. And that's exactly what it felt like. Yeah, so it was really good. It ended up being like, you know, one of those learning trips. And then fast forward to literally a couple days ago, I have been applying to my visa to move to the States for like, oh my gosh, months. I think since like February or March. No, March or April, I don't know, is when we started the process of like wanting to actually get in a visa and apply or whatever. And my visa got approved on Thursday. So that was like such an amazing thing. It's such a blessing. And yeah, so I'm moving to New York in like a couple weeks. I'm so excited. This has been like a dream of mine to move to New York forever. Like since I was a kid. I've honestly, since the Gossip Girl days, let's be for real here. But we're gonna do Gossip Girl days Christian style. It's gonna be great. Yeah, so I'm really excited. That was such a blessing. Let me do these real quick. Hold on. What was I talking about? Bruh. What the heck was I talking about? Oh yeah, like when you come out of a waiting season, it pretty much just like, and you reflect back on it, you're able to see God's hand in it all. And I think when I got my visa like approved, I was just able to see all of the things that had gone in the last year that had to happen in order for me to move. Like if I didn't have all those tests and trials and all of these things go on before I moved, like I still wouldn't have been happy moving. I still would have been dealing with all those inner issues. And it doesn't matter where you're living. Like it doesn't matter the place. Everything looks shiny and bright and new. But then when you're there for more than like 2 weeks and you have all these undealt with issues and all these things that are undealt with and inner stuff that you haven't given to God, like it's not gonna really make a difference. It's really just a patch. It's like putting on a Band-Aid. And that's, I felt like what I was doing my kind of the last year since I graduated college was like I was just constantly moving around chasing for that feeling of like something to give me excitement, and it would for like 2 weeks, but then reality sets in and it's like, bro, all these issues are still here. I'm still not fulfilled. I'm still not happy. So yeah, I feel like that is all gone. Like my joy and fulfillment is in God, and that's all that matters. And I know that it doesn't matter where I am, like he's with me. So yeah, all that to say, it's like that healing season was long and it wasn't what I wanted, but I was able to learn everything that I needed to learn in order to like move on to this next phase of life and actually enjoy it. And it really just shows that like God's timing is the best timing, and it just trust the process, y'all. It gets better. I promise you, it really does. But anyways, yeah, so that's the life update. We are moving to New York. I'm like moving specifically for my business, which is like my UGC content creation business, but I am looking to sign with a modeling agency out there. So we'll see what happens with modeling. I feel a very big call to be in that industry. I'm just gonna let God take it. I've given it up to him, and we're just gonna see what happens with it. I have no idea. So we'll see if I get signed with an agency out there. I think I will, but we're just gonna leave it in his hands, see what happens. And yeah, I'm super excited. Like I cannot wait. I'm about to take y'all along with me. I'm excited to go church hunting there because I heard the churches are really good. I have a couple friends out there, not very many, like literally 2, maybe 3. So we're starting from scratch. We're really starting from the beginning, but I'm excited. I know I'm gonna find a friend group. I'm gonna find the community that I need. All of that's gonna come. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah, and I'm just excited to see the next steps, you guys. We're living in a dream. And I'm excited to go like apartment hunting and all that stuff, because I haven't had like my own space since college. And even in college, like it wasn't really my own space. It was kind of just like whatever, because it's a college apartment and I was broke and nothing was like cute or aesthetic. And now that I'm getting like my own place, I really want to make it nice, and I want to stay like there for a couple of years because I'm just so used to moving around and I don't really want to do that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Okay, I need to go pick this outfit out and then we'll come back and I'll show you the final. Okay, y'all, this is what we went with for the fit. These boots are just freaking iconic. They're a little bit small, but they work. And then this is what we went with. I think she's pretty cute. A little bit different than what I would typically wear, but yeah, that is the fit. I think that's gonna be all for the vlog. I didn't really vlog anything else. It's Thanksgiving. I'm about to go spend some time with the family. And that's about it. You guys, we're about to be hopping on this YouTube channel. I can't promise really long videos. They might just be short like this, but at least it's some type of content. Yeah, that's about it. Love you guys. If you have anything to pray for, please let me know in the comments. I want to pray for y'all. Prayer requests. Let's get it going. And yeah, have a good day.